So I have decided that this camera and this method is for what's going on now in Quartzsite and what I'm doing. It is the way to do recordings. I had one in the big tent yesterday. I was very impressed with the way it came out. So now I'm going to back to Tyson Wells, not necessarily big tent, but I am going all around the Cellorama. That's all the tents of all the things going on that are outside the big tent. So that's where we're going to go, and I'll put a little timestamp on here. I'll put chapters. So if you don't care about my e-bike ride in from where I'm staying in there, you can skip that and go right to Tyson Wells. How's that sound? How's that for service? Now, this method does cause me quite a bit more editing, but you know what? If I keep doing it, I'll get better at it and I'll get faster at it, and it won't be as hard. But basically what you're looking at here is there's a camera high up on a stick attached to my bike here, and it records 360 degrees. When I upload that into the editing software, I have to go in there and choose where the camera is going to be pointed from moment to moment. So, for example, right now, it's pointing straight ahead, right? If, let's say, I pointed out something on the right here, like one of those hills, mountains of dirt on the right, and I wanted you to see it, I could alter the view in post-production to show you that hill. So here's the beauty of it is I don't have to pay attention to pointing the camera when I'm using this, because it's literally pointing everything. It sees everything I can see. Well, it sees more than I can see. It's looking behind me as well. And I am going to stop up here because I just realized I did not do my chin strap. I didn't do my chin strap on my helmet, which is kind of like not wearing a helmet at all if you forget your chin strap. All right, I'm good. I'm going to get on the bike path here, get into town. Hi, I'm coming up behind you. Slowly and quietly, hopefully. There we go. They have just such great bike paths and stuff here in Quartzsite. I wish they had them absolutely everywhere, separate from the street. But you know, I'm not complaining. They got plenty of them. It can't be perfect. And they do, where they don't have a bike path, they do allow you to be on the sidewalks. So that's a bonus. So you can be very safe on a bike or an e-bike. Just about anywhere. So I do have an option here. You can see there's kind of a narrow strip there on the left that should be good for bikes, but there's a ton of traffic. It's pretty risky. So I'm up on the sidewalk here, but then there's an additional risk being on the sidewalk prevents that, like, people pulling out like this are looking for traffic to pull out, but they may not be looking at the sidewalk. So I'm pretty cautious. Here's another bicyclist, and it's legit to go both ways on the sidewalk here. See, he's seeing me, so he's going to the street temporarily. Then he'll go back on the sidewalk. It's all about courtesy, and everything works out great. I'm looking at the weather, and it is beautiful, perfect weather from now into the end of the month and through February 1st when I looked at. I mean, that could potentially change, but it probably won't change by much. Oh, here's the other thing. So I think in one of today's videos, I think I said the following. I said, you know, when I look at the difference between camping in the desert and camping in the RV park, there is one thing I really miss. And that is when I was camping with people that I knew, out in the desert, boondocking. I have people to sit and have coffee with in the morning, and then I have people to sit with in the evening and watch the sunset pretty much every day. And that's just not the case in the RV park. I said it on camera, then I said it later when I was talking to one of my friends, Sally Forth. She has a channel too. You might want to check that out. So I was talking to Sally and I told her the same thing. And she said, can't you just make more friends in the RV park? And good timing, huh? We got the walk signal. I don't know what I said. I had a lame excuse. Something like, well, it just doesn't work that way there. I said something brilliant that ended up being, I'm sorry, kind of idiotic. And I'm capable of that. Let me tell you why I say that. Because that very night, last night, I got home and I took Dottie for a walk, and it's right at sunset time. And I walked in a direction I don't usually walk. I walked towards the clubhouse. And as I went around the corner of the clubhouse, there was a row of people sitting in rocking chairs on the deck in front of the clubhouse watching the sunset. And not only are they doing that, but they look up and just about every one of them says, "Hey Rob, how are you?" They knew me. You know, some from, I guess, meeting, and others maybe just from my YouTube channel. And come to find out, yeah, we're out here every night to watch the sunset. Oh, and by the way, we have coffee every morning at 7 if you want to join us. As I told this, when I texted that to Sally today, I explained all that, and I said, you know, sometimes I'm kind of a moron. It's true. It's true, true, true. So this is the way on the sidewalk to get across if you're not in a car, because it's just, there's no shoulder or anything. But the other day I was coming back and somebody put their, I'd say side by side, but I think a better description would be they were driving a golf cart on this. And it was not good. There was barely enough room for anybody to walk by.
Hey, is that for Starlink? Is that a Wi-Fi booster?
No, that is a 360-degree camera.
Oh, it's a camera. Okay, because I see some of those on motorcycles, and I thought it was related to like.
It looks similar to that,
Yeah.
but to a booster, but it's not.
Cool.
So the other bonus of being polite and coming to almost a stop is people will talk to you as they pass. And as the end of the sidewalk here, we find ourselves in Tyson Wells. And when I get to the corner here is when I'll mark the timestamp for the chapter. So people that don't want to listen to me talk and ride on the way here can just skip here and be in Tyson Wells. And I'm going to go in here because right in front of us here, you see the blue sign that says YouTube Creator Fest. And that is, I'll be releasing this video on January 21st. And this is where you would come here to meet me. And Russ with RVer TV is kind of the sponsor and the coordinator of this thing. And you'll see people like Deborah Dickinson, Frugal RV Gal, DDK Travels, probably My Nomadic Dream with Irby, and lots of other creators. It'll be right here. And if you're watching this Wednesday morning, it'll be noon today. This is kind of the back of the vendors here, but we'll cut over at the end here and start going up and down the main rows where you see everything. And I think I say this over and over again. I consider it what I would describe as a carnival atmosphere, very upbeat, bright, exciting. Hello. Carnival atmosphere for sure. And here we go. This is the first, this is row I and J. Gonna put the camera up a little bit higher so you can maybe see more. I'll try to go real slow here so you can see, so you don't miss anything that you might be interested in. And I'll try to go fast enough not to fall over and slow enough so you can see everything.
You didn't run the camera. I'm like, you need to scrape something off. And it's like, where's the place? I don't have it right here.
One of the things you can see here is that, hello, hey Joan, hi. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Joan Pringle, who makes these incredible things here that if you go into my rig, you will find some of these that I've bought in the past. Wow, quite the spread this year, Joan. Fabulous Dots, is that the name? Was that always been the name of your? No,
the first was Jones Rocks, but then I started
doing the mandalas, and it's not a rock, so I changed my business name. I turned it into the state and went to Fabulous Dogs.
And if you come here, especially with your kids, there's a very special thing here. Take a free pocket rock, and children will just love this. They will just love it.
They do.
And it's just, the artistry is pretty remarkable. So we're in row, is it J?
J for Joan.
J for Joan.
And I'm in 21 because I am legal now. So it's
All right,
21.
you're 21, so you can have alcoholic beverages.
I can.
Well, thank goodness. Oh, well, check it out, guys. Come on by and see her. Tell her Travels with Dottie sent you, and buy stuff. So she'll be indebted to me.
Thank you.
I'll see you later, John. Yeah, absolutely.
Super.
All right.
And Dottie you don't have a basket. You don't bring her
I
around?
do have a basket, but I don't know. I haven't really done a lot with bringing her out. I just don't know with this many people how she's going to be. Probably after the rush, I'll take her around a little bit more.
Because people like seeing her.
I think I might do a meetup to tell people I'm going to be at the dog parks in a particular day in February, and I'll do it then.
That's great.
It'll be chill, a little more chill for her.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's see the rest of the Cellarama. Sure, I'm glad you called out. I would have missed you. So Joan and I, Joan's been a friend for many years, and she's got great stuff there, so check her out. And here is the second row. The first booth up here on the right is Treasure State Raw Unfiltered Honey, and that's where I get my honey every season. So I definitely have some of their honey. Actually, it's getting pretty crowded, so I'm going to walk this, so I don't have to worry about falling over or going too fast, or you know what I mean. All right, that was just me dropping my helmet. If I'm walking, I don't need the helmet. You know, this could be even better footage than what we did in the big tent, because in the big tent, oh, there's fresh bread, many different savory and sweet flavors. So in the big tent, I was holding the pole in my hand, and here it's attached to my bike, so it's probably, the view's probably going to be a little bit steadier, a little bit more consistent. And here we have the almost what I would describe as the food court.
Okay. We'll call you when we're headed.
I always go to Walla Walla Burgers there on the left and buy something to eat every year. Not because it's the best hamburger I've ever had. I just love their sign and just the way they present their food, and so it's like a carnival, and I love their sign and how they present, and so it sucks me in every year. All right, we're out of the crowd, so we're gonna ride a little bit more until I get back into a crowd. So this is a very big place with all kinds of things that you may want to check out. We'll get another glimpse of it when we go down the other side. You'll be able to see more. But bargain after bargain after bargain here. Hello. It's a very polite dog. Hello.
Yeah. Okay.
And we'll do a closer drive-by on Walla Walla Burgers, and you can see them kind of behind the scenes cooking.
How come he's not crying growing all them onions?
That's the guy in the back cutting them.
Yeah, that guy got them,
We
yeah.
hide him. We don't want nobody to see him crying.
Guys, check out that griddle and tell me, even if you're not hungry, you watch this and it makes you hungry. But do not discount these smaller places. Over here, Wings on Wheels, I had a smash burger yesterday, or I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday. It was good. And definitely go to see this young lady at the ice cream place. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So the other thing, even if you're not buying anything here, the people are just so nice and open and kind, and it's just a joy just to casually stroll around and talk to people that are running these booths. Oh, here we go. We've been trying to find her. I don't remember if you remember me. I did a video on you.
Dottie.
Yeah, and I had people inquire how can they buy anything they see online. I had some lady saying, I want something she saw, so how can we do that?
Well, this year I'm really going to prioritize developing all of my online business tasks.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, I haven't really gotten that stuff down yet. But if someone saw a certain piece that you showed and were interested, they could email me at smilesmithing@gmail.
Say that slower.
Smilesmithing@gmail.com.
Do you have a card?
And
Or?
yeah, I have a card.
I will put
which
that
you
up
could
there.
Put. It's kind of small, but yeah, I'm happy to share my work with people, and there's a lot to do in a business, and I'm developing all of those other sides of it as I go.
There you go. Well, in this piece, I'll show everything. This is a 360 camera, so I'll pan around, and if that lady, she may get a hold of you. She was excited.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. There was you too. There was I'm gonna put that back up. Now there was a couple days I went looking for her and I just couldn't find her, and I think it was exhaustion when I was looking, but I found her. Kind of makes a difference when you're walking. Makes a good bit difference when you're walking. You see more stuff.
They are kind of the same.
So if you look to the right here where it says, take a look at that cinnamon roll there. And my buddy Denny from DDT Travels came here, did a video, and ate one of these tres leches, probably mispronouncing that, but he would not stop talking about it. He said it was the most beautiful thing he's ever put in his mouth. And he urging me to try it, but it's just too much sugar for this type 2 diabetic.
Once I sit,
But it's awfully tempting. And here we are on another row. It's beautiful. It's about 70 degrees. There's a nice breeze, keeping it nice and cool, but really perfect. I'm standing here in a t-shirt, and I'm perfectly comfortable. Well, this is a specialty coffee place. I'm going to bet the coffee is really, really good in here. So you might want to check this place out. And you see this on the right, Desert Life. This is some specialty, clothing, shirts designed for the desert climate. Really pretty popular. If you're interested, stop by and he'll answer all the questions that you might have about his products. And after you buy your product, you can cross the street and have some soft serve ice cream. Well, look at this. They have water $1 pop, $2 self-serve. And as I promised here, there was another side to this big place with all sorts of things. So I'll go closer to this side so you can see what they might have for sale that you might be interested in. And hopefully I'll get a close enough shot for you so you can see some of the prices. They've been coming here for years, and their prices, trust me, they're always very good prices on stuff. And here nuts, dried fruits, and candies. I buy something from these guys every single year. They have wasabi peas where the peas are actually, they're gigantic.
Is that what you want? Oh, pick 'em up, pick 'em up, pick 'em up.
And just when you thought it was going to be over, we have what? Another row. Here we go. And just give me a moment here. I just want to make sure I'm still recording. It's the YouTuber's nightmare to go through a bunch of stuff, talk to himself out in public, and then at the end figure out you weren't really recording at all. Or like me, the first day in the big tent, I was recording audio for an hour and 10 minutes, but no video because the camera was pointed at my black shirt. No thanks. All right, we got it. We're gonna pick up the pace a little here to get to the next row. There's not much right here, except for on the right here at the end of the aisle is my long loved vendor, the K&K Kitchen. And I'm going to go slow through here because I want you to see everything that they have.
Well, hi, Rob. How are you, sir?
Pretty good. Just going through and showing them you one more time.
Show stuff. Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, I really like this place. It's got every kind of kitchen gadget you can think of. And he's got really two principles about running this business. There are two things. It's got to be a reasonable low price and the quality has to be high. If something doesn't meet both criteria, he doesn't carry it. I'll give you a case in point. One year I came and I asked for something he usually carried and he said, I don't carry that anymore. I said, why not? And he said, well, the quality's still good, but the price is too high, so I won't sell it. That is his business philosophy, and he's been sticking with it year after year. We got some Alaskan seafood here. Best fishing in Quartzsite, it says there, and I believe him too. Guaranteed to catch, he says. If you like really interesting wind things, just take a look at these. They almost look like, you know, graphic, computer graphics, but they're not. They're very carefully weighted and designed. They're really cool. And there's another kind of a little, I would call it a food court area. Look at all these things. You got fry bread, you got land and sea, you got, what is this? Barbecue we just passed. We got somebody with a guitar singing some stuff. So you got your food and entertainment, free entertainment. And there's several churches that have tents here. So if you need some spiritual time, there's opportunity here to do it. And these ones that are a little off the beaten path here, don't sell them short. Don't miss them. You may find something extraordinary. And here we have another whole row. Doesn't it seem like it just goes on and on and on? And that's because it does. Let's take a look, see how long we've been going today. 37 minutes. And we're not done yet. The backside of that little food court. Well, here's another church, the First Baptist Church here. Again, if you're hungry for food, there's places. If you're hungry for spiritual stuff, you're hungry for God, right here.
Are you Russ?
No, I'm Rob.
Rob, huh?
Yeah, I'm not the star that Russ is, but I do have a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, Travels with Dottie, it's
Dottie?
called.
Oh, you're Travels with Dottie?
I'm Travels with Dottie. I'm recording a video right now.
He talks about you all the time. We're from Northern California.
Oh, yeah?
He does Travels with Dottie.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, check my channel out. Also, we're having a big meetup tomorrow right here.
Okay.
Russ will be there. I'll be there. A lot of other YouTube will be. It's down here on the left. You'll see a big white tent that has a blue sign on it that announces the day and time.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Tomorrow at noon.
Yeah.
Noon to 3.
All right. Well, thanks.
You're welcome. I've never been mistaken for Russ, but it's a compliment. And he did say, yeah, I got a buddy of mine that watches Travels with Dottie. And it sounds like he doesn't, but that's okay. He's heard of me.
idea because the rocks.
You didn't recognize him?
She went by. I knew who she was.
I
She
know.
went right by me.
It's like, yeah.
I was on a mission.
I was like, "Hi, you're on camera. Is that
Excellent.
okay?" So now I can show people who gave me the blankets and
Oh,
stuff.
that would be nice.
Oh, wow.
But that's funny. I saw you coming. I'm like, well, she'll recognize me for
I
sure.
was just thinking about.
Oh,
the
you know what?
phone
I
call
have
for him.
something for the two of you.
How about a choke? How about a prong collar?
I was gonna
We
go
forgot.
right there. That's
I
what I
know.
was looking for.
We have to go to the pet store. You know,
We
he's
have
not
3
behaving.
of them, but now
It's
we forgot.
Pet Patio. I love that
Yes,
place.
right
But
there.
give me a minute here
We
to
forgot.
find something.
Let him snip there a minute.
Oh, I can't. We went yesterday to the big tent, and I had the other prong collar. It works. He behaves well. This is
Oh,
like I said,
definitely, and
full
we
bunch.
have 3 of them.
There's a gift for you.
Oh,
You know what that
boy.
is? That is a gift certificate for Mean Maggie's Gourmet grilled cheese sandwiches. She's right
grilled
across.
cheese sandwich.
She's right across the street here, the green place. They're very expensive,
Cool.
but I guarantee if you don't eat too much, you can share one and
Oh.
you'll be plenty satisfied. So I've been waiting for someone to give that away to, and I'm
wow.
glad I
Well,
ran
thank
into you
you,
guys
Rob.
again.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
we moved our spot to a better spot.
We're still out in La Posa,
Okay.
but we're
Not
just
as
like
far.
across the street and back by the wash and yeah.
Got internet.
Well, I hope you enjoy that sandwich. It's the best grilled cheese sandwich I ever had, and they're all different kinds. I think you'll really enjoy it.
Good deal.
And good luck at my friends over at Pet Patio.
I will. We're gonna see if they have a prong collar for
Right
this
now.
guy.
Tell them Travels with Dottie sent you.
I will.
They'll know who
told
I
them
am.
When I was there last time, and they remembered when you went and
And didn't pay, yeah.
Oh yeah, we've been over there and talked about
See,
it.
I like to make my visits memorable.
Exactly. Have a good one.
Thanks again for the gifts you gave me.
You're welcome.
Well, wasn't that fortunate that I ran into them? They had come by, and they had piled on these wonderful blankets that she made by hand for me, and it just I was speechless, and I was able to do something for her because the Mean Maggie's, the gourmet place, gave me a free one, and said, well, I don't really take free things, and they were like, well, give it away to someone. So I finally found someone to give it away to, so I feel pretty good about that. So yes, we are on another stretch of vendors. And I think this, it's not quite the last one, but it's close. There's one more, but we are going to make a special stop down here at the end, a surprise stop. And I was wrong, it's not this aisle. I think it might be the next one or the one after. No, it's 2 down. So, false alarm. We got more to go before the surprise. Sorry about that. So I would definitely say if you're in the market for gloves, I would certainly stop in here and buy a lifetime supply. That's my advice. Oh, she's not here. This was going to be the surprise. I was going to visit Wandering Gypsy. This is her spot, and I might not have paid too much attention to the dates. Maybe she's not here anymore, but she's definitely not here today. So this is the last row. And I want to check and see how long this video is going. 46 minutes, we got more time. I don't like to go much over an hour. Because people see over 60 minutes, there are a lot of people that like long videos, but a lot of people go, over 60 minutes, no way, I'm not going to even try. So I do want to show you the other side of the street here. So what I'm going to do is, so I get everything in under an hour, I'm going to go ahead and put my helmet on and do a little bit of riding to speed it up just a little. All right, here we go. You know, there are people that complain, oh, things are overpriced there. Okay, here's the truth. Yes, some things are. Some things are overpriced. Some things are excellent bargains. You know, most of you have a smartphone and an internet connection. You can tell right away if something is a bargain or not. So, no reason not to be able to figure that out. There's to the right there is the iconic game store, and also there's an office in there that is actually the headquarters of this whole place, Tyson Wells. Let's go down here. We may have to get off and walk, and I think we probably will, because this is pretty narrow. There's a lot of foot traffic, so we're gonna go ahead and walk through here. And these are Amish donuts, and they are to die for.
Are they?
They are to die for. They are amazing.
I haven't died from them yet, though. That's
Well,
the
I haven't bought one because I may die from it because of diabetes. But my friend DDK Travels and my other friend Wandering Gypsy
Yes.
did the tour, and they just think they're amazing. So come by here and buy some, folks. And here we have up here one of the wonderful places, Patio. And people know me as the YouTuber that came here and left without pain. That's my claim to fame, isn't it?
What's so funny is somebody said that earlier today.
Yeah. So here we are. We've got every pet supply you ever want. I just sent somebody here for a choke collar.
That's
Did they come?
the person who was saying.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
okay.
And they just left.
Oh, there they are. So, washes, nail cutting, reasonable prices, right?
Yes.
So,
Thank you.
Patio. And tell them Travels with Dottie sent you. So most businesses here are pretty pet friendly. There's a few of them that say there's a problem if your dog pees on something, you need to buy it. But most of them are pretty friendly. And if your dog pees on it, you buy it, is a pretty reasonable expectation, I would think. And up here on the corner, this green trailer is what I was talking about earlier in the video. Mean Maggie's gourmet grilled cheese sandwiches, and they are incredible. Let's put this down so you can see in there. Don't want to be up too high. There it is. Always a popular place. And to the left here is a huge place, K&B. And they have tools, RV stuff, everything you could possibly want. There they have two locations, the one here and they have one on West Main Street. And there's a big, huge yellow water tank with their logo on it. And you turn in there and go in the back and you'll find their second location. And I got to turn down here because there's something really important here that I want to show you. Down, not that I think all these businesses are important. And the business that I'm referring to is up here. It's a discount grocery place. And you want to save some money on food while you're here in Quartzsite? Well, take a stroll through here and see what they have that you might be interested in, and you will be amazed at how much money you save. And I'm just gonna take a peek in here, show you what it looks like. They're very busy today. And we are at 54 minutes, so I got one more thing I want to show you before I sign off. So we'll go around the corner. And I will show you the last thing I want you to see in Tyson Wells. And I'm going to get on the bike to do that. Definitely have to be on our feet for this one. These are the crowds that you see coming this way are people coming from the big tent show.
Hi Rob, I
Hello.
thought I'd run into you while I was here.
Hey,
Long time watcher of your channel.
thank you, I appreciate that. I'm doing a video right
Oh,
now.
well, have fun.
Thank
There's
you.
Lots to see.
What's your name?
Brett?
Brett, nice
Yeah.
to meet you, Brett. Thanks for
Same
watching
here.
the channel.
Yep, take care.
All right, that was Brett, one of our viewers. And right up here is what I really wanted you to see is this is called Beer Bellies. And it's also known as the Adult Daycare Center. So if you want to send your husband someplace where they'll take care of him for the afternoon, this is the place to send your husband. Adult daycare. Right, guys?
Nice. Bring them in.
So that is it. I'll show you one last thing as we go over here. It's for the first time at the RV show, there's a tiny home here that they have on display, which is it's a pretty cool thing. I've always been interested in tiny homes, and there's one right here. Check it out. There's always new things happening at the Big Tent RV show in Quartzsite every year. And I hope you enjoyed today's stuff, and I'll see you again.